Good afternoon, it's the 23rd of November, and today we're going to talk about the implications of crypto for international tax planning and international tax law. Let's assume that we have someone that has an AI bot that can automatically trade crypto. Now, I'm going to talk about this from the perspective of Barbados, so let's lay out the facts. Barbados's financial system does not allow the central bank policy right now is no engagement of crypto. Barbados can't afford to become involved and allow its financial system to become entangled with crypto and the compliance risks. So the Central Bank of Barbados is steered completely clear of crypto, which is completely understandable. However, as long as you don't involve the Barbados banking system and you still cannot convert Barbados dollars into crypto, but what you can do, what Barbadians can do, is they could generate cryptocurrency. There are a whole range, and this is a separate video, but there are a whole range of mechanisms out there that you can actually carry out activities, spend time, and earn crypto and trade your way into various types of crypto from one token to another. But let's assume that someone has, an international investor has an AI bot. They set up a company in Barbados, they hire a local director, the company has an investment policy. This is ratified and implemented by the director. The Barbados company, because there are no regulated exchanges for crypto in Barbados, responsible service provider will only want to deal with regulated exchanges in the current environment. So what I would do is, let's say the investor opens up a company in Canada. Canada has regulated crypto exchanges, and that company would open up an account with an exchange, a regulated exchange in Canada. The same thing in the UK. The Barbados company would set up a subsidiary in the UK. The UK company would have a director and would set up an account with the broker, regulated broker in the UK. As we explained in previous videos, the UK is regulating crypto. It has legislation on the books, and the FCA is regulating brokerages, crypto brokerages. And so the AI bot, which belongs to the Barbados company, would be licensed out to these two companies, and these companies would use the AI bot to trade crypto and earn profits, which through further tax planning could ultimately be taxed. But let's assume for a moment that we had a regulated crypto brokerage in Barbados. And so now we're dealing with the Barbados tax system. And I promise to redo this. I'll get my colleague this is a note to you, my colleague, to basically do a schematic for each scenario and add to this video in coming days. So the Barbados company, using an assumed crypto broker in Barbados, is now trading crypto in Barbados. The company is tax resident in Barbados. Now, the shareholder of the company is a company in Canada or a company in the UK, or both. So the question is, the profits generated by this company in Barbados using an AI bot, under the tax laws of the UK and Canada, are those profits subject to tax in Barbados, or are they subject to tax in the UK or Canada? Now, I'm not going to bore you to death with the complexities of the tax law in the UK and Canada. The CFC rules, Canada calls it the foreign affiliate rules, but the UK has some CFC rules, control foreign company rules. Canada has foreign affiliate rules. They do roughly the same thing, but they're different. But in both cases, if the Barbados company is viewed as generating passive income, those profits will be subject to tax in the UK and Canada. If the Barbados company has offices, staff, and is viewed as being active, those profits will be subject to tax in Barbados. As of 2 weeks ago, the Barbados Prime Minister introduced the Pillar 1, Pillar 2 corporate tax framework in Barbados. We now have a 9% corporation tax for companies making more than $1 million profits. For companies making under $1 million US, the corporation tax is 5%. So if it's an individual investor running an AI bot, it is highly possible that they could get 5%. But if you're running an AI bot, until now, we're not assuming that any employees are required because the AI bot is running essentially itself. So does an AI bot equate to economic substance? Is a company actively running an AI bot an active company, or is it a passive company? And this is going to be a very interesting question, because if instead of an AI bot you had an individual person, a trader, the trading profits would be active trading profits. They would not be passive, and the profits would be subject to tax in Barbados. And so the AI bot is still active, it's not passive, it's operating. It does different things according to changes in the parameters that are its inputs. And so the question is it active profits or passive profits that are being generated? So this is just something to consider for the future. I think cryptocurrency is going to increase in use. Certainly for Barbados citizens, it is quite possible, as long as you don't involve the Barbados banking sector, you can generate cryptocurrency and trade it, and using a company, and those profits you will have to pay taxes in Barbados. Now for Barbados citizens doing this, the interesting question is, can you pay, if you generate crypto and you have crypto profits, would you be able to pay the Barbados government taxes in profits, or would you have to, by law, pay them in Barbados dollars? There is no way to convert crypto to Barbados dollars using the banking system. So it could very well be the case that you wouldn't have access to Barbados dollars unless you bought literally exchange crypto in a cold wallet for actual cash, hard currency cash in Barbados dollars, and then paid the government with that. But you would probably have to walk the cash into the tax authority, because the bank would not want you to submit or to deposit cash, physical cash, if it is sourced from the sale of cryptocurrency. So a lot of Barbadians are taking risk and doing forex trading and many other things. I don't like the forex trading, but I like the cryptocurrency developments. I like cryptocurrency for Barbadians. I think it provides us an alternative to the existing global financial system, which is biased against small states, small banks, and small persons, because we're not a massive market. The compliance rules, the banks don't and can't invest or won't spend the capital to invest in the systems to be able to carry out compliance on small banks, small countries, and small participants. because it's not worth it for them. It's just not worth it. So we are waiting for the technology to innovate, and it's taking some time to drive the cost of compliance down. But once digital identity becomes more fluid in maybe 5 to 10 years time, the access of all to the financial markets will increase tremendously, because then large corporations and companies will not have any problem interacting with small millions and millions and millions of small billions of small counterparties. These problems eventually will be solved. But in the meantime, we have an international arbitrage, because small counterparties, they cannot, large banks cannot, and banks cannot assess the compliance risk. And so in the interim, therefore, Barbadian persons and persons in Barbados can get into the crypto business. Of course, if you're an international investor here and you have US dollars or currency in Canada or the UK, and you have access to stable coins in those markets, these challenges are not too much for you. You can get hold of crypto and trade it from Barbados. But for Barbadian citizens, cryptocurrency is a way of doing an end around the financial system and getting access and participating in what's going on in the global financial system. We'll talk more about this in future videos.